Good morning, this is PJ. We're here today for our daily lectionary readings for Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. Psalm 99, once again, is going to be our psalm reading. This time, for our Old Testament reading, we're in the book of Numbers, chapter 16, verses 41 through 50. For our New Testament reading, we remain in 1 Peter and continue where we left off yesterday. So 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 7 through 11, and we're jumping over to the message today. Listen in, Psalm reading, Psalm 99. God rules. On your toes, everybody. He rules from his angel throne. Take notice. God looms majestic in Zion. He towers in splendor over all the big names. Great and terrible your beauty. Let everyone praise you. Holy. Yes, holy. Strong King, lover of justice. You laid things out, fair and square. You set down the foundations in Jacob, foundation stones of just and right ways. Honor God, our God. Worship his rule. Holy, yes, holy. Moses and Aaron were his priests. Samuel among those who prayed to him. They prayed to God, and he answered them. He spoke from the pillar of cloud, and they did what he said. They kept the law that he gave them. And then God, our God, answered them. But you were never soft on their sins. Lift high God, our God. Worship at his holy mountain. Holy, yes, holy is God, our God. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Numbers, chapter 16, verses 41 through 50. Grumbling broke out the next day in the community of Israel, grumbling against Moses and Aaron. You have killed God's people. But it so happened that when the community got together against Moses and Aaron, they looked over the tent of the meeting, and there was the cloud, the glory of God for all to see. Moses and Aaron stood at the front of the tent of the meeting. God spoke to Moses, "Back away from this congregation so that I can do away with them this very minute." They threw themselves face down on the ground. Moses said to Aaron, "Take your censer and fill it with incense, along with the fire from the altar. Get to the congregation as fast as you can. Make atonement for them. Anger is pouring out from God. The plague has started." Aaron grabbed the censer, as directed by Moses, and ran into the midst of the congregation. The plague had already begun. He was burning incense into the censer and atoned for the people. He stood there between the living and the dead and stopped the plague. 14,700 people died from the plague, not counting those who died in the affair of Korah. Aaron then went back to join Moses at the entrance to the tent of meetings, and the plague was stopped. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verses 7 through 11. Everything in the world is about to be wrapped up, so take nothing for granted. Stay wide awake in prayer. Most of all, love each other as if your life depended on it. Love makes up for practically anything. Be quick to give a meal to the hungry, a bed to the homeless, cheerfully. Be generous with the different things that God gave you, passing them around so all get in on it. If words, let it be God's words. If help, let it be God's hearty help. That way, God's bright presence will be evident in everything through Jesus, and he'll get all the credit as the one mighty in everything, encores to the end of time. Oh, yes. And here ends our readings for the day.